Hey, what's up, tubers? This is the SHTF Hunter. As you can tell by the title, this is the weekend that uh, Civil War II, come out in theaters, and I just have got back from watching it, and I thought I'd give you my take on it. At the beginning of the movie, it's like they didn't really tell you what's the cause, the reasoning why this war started. Now, and the scenario is unrealistic. The If you want to watch a movie for entertainment, it's got some good action scenes, fairly entertaining. It follows a group of reporters who go from New York and they're headed to Washington D.C. And they're going to stop by Charlottesville, which makes no sense. Going from New York to Charlottesville and then back into Washington D.C. I think maybe they even mentioned something about doing a J or L shape and going into Washington D.C. I don't know, but so as far as the real, they never really said why this war started. They just mentioned a coalition between California and Texas. They called it the Western Front or something like that, or the Western forces. But that in itself is unrealistic. So California being a far left state and Texas being the most far right state joining forces against the U.S. government, it's just, to me, that's very unrealistic. There was, it had its moments. There was a scene that had the Boogaloo Boys in there. They had the Hawaii shirts on, body armor, fighting what looked like government forces. I'm not sure where exactly they were doing this, but something else that struck me as odd was it looked like American forces, American military forces versus American military forces. And on the helicopters, what was supposed to be the Western Coalition, or I can't remember what they were called. The helicopters had first cav patches painted on their helicopters, and so yeah, they were. The Western Coalition was armed and equipped just like U.S. military, and so I don't know. When they got to Washington, they got into there was a big compound around the White House, and they were going to attack the walls and the compound around the White House, and the only resistance left to protect the president was the Secret Service. But so yeah, this story followed like 4 reporters. This young girl wanted to be a reporter, and she was with these 3 veteran reporters, and they were trying to teach her and stuff. And there's a few other things that was kind of realistic. There was like a local, I guess you call a local warlord, who was just kind of psychotic and would kill anybody. And and in an all-out war scenario, you're going to have people who's going to take full advantage, of 2 warring sides to just conduct criminal activities. And so it's an entertaining movie. It's just not a realistic scenario, I don't believe. Anyway, I know a lot of people. To me, the most likely civil war would be red states versus blue states, and most of the red states are going to be found down south, and a lot of the western states too. Just shy of California. I'm talking about. Well, I don't even know about Colorado anymore. I know all the cowboys and the gun loving. Colorado is probably kind of like Virginia. You're going to have a lot of you'll have warring factions within the state. Virginia's the same way. A lot of people on the western side of Virginia won't claim the east coast of Virginia or northern Virginia. So That would be a more likely scenario. You know, red states versus blue states, but that wasn't what this movie was about. So if you that's what you expect, I wouldn't go watch it. But if you just want an entertaining movie, yeah, sure, go watch it. This is the SHTF Hunter, and that's my take on Civil War II. I'm out.